The following is the video solution from JSDT Solutions. Question 2 says, at a certain school, the staff committee wanted to determine how many glasses of water the staff members drink during a school day. All teachers present on a specific day were interviewed. The information is shown in the table below. Okay, so we have as our X values the number of glasses of water drank per day, and then the frequency is the number of staff members. And question 2.1 says, complete the cumulative frequency column provided in the table in the answer book. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and complete it over on this side. Okay, so as the title, we'll just write cumulative frequency, and now we can fill it in. So it's really just the sum of the frequency, but we're going to take them point by point. So here, we'll just drag the 5 over here because it's the only number that you have so far, 5. And then we'll say 5 plus 15, and that gives us 20. And then 20 plus 13, which gives us 33. 33 plus 5, which gives us 38. And then 38 plus 2, which gives us 40. And there we go, our cumulative frequency column is complete. Question 2.2 says, how many staff members were interviewed? So the staff members is everybody here. And you will notice that as you're adding these up, because they're really adding up each point at the end, right? The number that we find at the end, that would be the total frequency, the total staff members we have. So we know that they are exactly 40 staff members. Okay, moving on to the next question. Question 2.3 says, how many staff members drank fewer than 6 glasses of water during the day? Okay, so you can see that at the 6 glass marker, really the staff members that drank less than 6 glasses but greater or equal to 4 glasses, we have that over here. So everybody that is here would have drank less than 6 glasses of water. And the staff members we're going to consider would be everybody here. Okay, because they drank less than 6 glasses. They didn't drink exactly 6. So what did that add up to? That added up to 33, which we can see in the cumulative frequency column. So that is 33 staff members. And that is our answer. Moving on to the next question. Question 2.4 says, the staff committee observed that K teachers were absent on the day of the interviews. Okay, so K teachers in total. It was found that half of these K teachers, which would be a half K, so that's a half K, drank from 0 to fewer than 2, that is from greater than or equal to 0 but less than 2. Okay, so they give us the class as well. So they drank from this glasses of water per day, while the remainder of them drank from 4 to fewer than 6, okay, glasses of water per day. The remainder of them, so that would be another half K of them. When these K teachers are included in the data, the estimated mean is 4 glasses of water per staff member per day. How many teachers were absent on the day of the interviews? So they want us to find K. Okay, so they are using the estimated mean to do this. Okay, so first let's go ahead and get our data. Okay, and we are trying to find the estimated mean. We're trying to calculate it, but we already have it. So it's going to form an equation to solve for K. To find the mean in general, you take all your data points and you add them together, and then you divide by the number of data points that you have. Now, in this case, we know that there were a total of 40 teachers, but we also have to consider that some teachers were missing. So let's find those teachers. Let's go ahead and add them to their categories. We know that first we have half of these teachers drank from this category, so a half K belongs to this category. So in the number of staff members, which would be the total frequency, okay, that's where we're going to find that. The number of staff members, we're going to have to add to this category a half K. And then we're going to also add the other half K in 4 to 6. Okay, so that's where they are. 4 to 6, we'll add a half K. So we're going to take the data points, add them together, and then divide by the frequency, the total frequency. So we can actually find that. This is the number of staff members with, of course, K included. So let's just add them up together. So meaning it's still going to be 40, but it's also going to include the half K and the half K. So plus K, 40 plus K. That will be our total frequency. So let's find our data points and then divide by 40 plus K. Okay, now I have already written midpoint here. Here is the thing about this information. You see how we have to find each data point, and the data points we're looking at would be the glasses of water that is drank. Now, we know that there are this much amount of teachers, and these are the glasses that they drank, meaning we don't know how many teachers, for example, drank 1 glass of water or less than a glass of water or between 1 to 2 glasses of water. We don't know the exact numbers per teacher, but they have been grouped into this category. So what we're going to do is we are going to estimate how much glasses would have been drank in this category. Since all the teachers here drank from 0 to 2, to estimate that, you're going to find the midpoint of this by saying 0 plus 2 divided by 2. So it's really just the average. 0 plus 2 divided by 2 is simply 1. And then 2 plus 4 divided by 2 is 3. So it's really just the middle of these numbers. The middle of 4 and 6 would be 5. 5 is in between. 6 and 8 would be 7. And 8 and 10 would be 9. Okay, so these now represent the glasses of water that are drank in this category. Now, it's not just going to be 1 glass. We can't just say 1 glass was drank here. Oh, this is not really a good example. Let's use this as an example. We can't just say that 3 glasses were drank here because there were a total of 15 teachers that drank 3 glasses on average. Okay, so we're going to have to multiply that, meaning 15 times 3, which is 45. There are a total of 45 glasses of water that was drank on that day by these teachers here. So because of that, we'll have another column, which is going to be our midpoint multiplied by our frequency. And we'll find out what that is to find out the total glasses drank in each category. Okay, so we're going to say 1 multiplied by this, which is just going to stay the same. It's just going to be 5 plus 1 over 2k. And then 3 times 15 gives you 45. Then we have 5 times 13 plus a half k. Those are 2 terms, so you have to write it as 5 times 13 plus a half k. Then 7 times 5 is 35, and 9 times 2 is 18. So these represent the total glasses of water drank. And now back to how mean is calculated. The mean value is calculated by adding all the data points. These are our data points. These are our total glasses of water drank. So we'll add that and then divide by the total frequency, which we have here. So that's going to be, first we have the 5 plus a half k, and then plus 45, and plus the 5 times, we might as well multiply. 5 times 13 is 65. 5 times a half is just 5 over 2k. And then plus 35, and then plus 18. And this goes all over the total frequency, the total number of staff members, including the k missing staff members. So this now is the estimated mean. Now they already told us that the estimated mean is 4. So it means that it eventually gets equal to 4. And now we can use this to solve for k. Okay, so let's add all the k's and then the numbers together. So that's going to be a half k plus 5 over 2k. So they have the same denominator. So that will be 6 over 2k, meaning 3k. We have 3k over there. And then let's just add the numbers up together. When we add the numbers, we get 168. And so this goes all over 40 plus k and then is equal to 4. So you can rewrite this as k plus 40. That's also fine. Okay, so we can just go ahead and cross multiply. So you know that this has a natural denominator of 1. So when we cross multiply, we'll cross here like that. And that gives us 4k plus 160 is equal to, and there cross multiply, that's just going to stay 3k plus 168. Okay, you need to multiply that with k and 40. Okay, so just take 3k over 4k minus 3k is simply k. And then take 160 over 168 minus 160 is 8. And that is the value of k. So it means that 8 teachers were absent on that interview day. Okay, so that is our answer, and that is it for question 2.